Hey guys, welcome to Tyra Pretty and Tune. You all know the vibes. Like, subscribe, comment, show your girls some lovey dovey. Let's get Tyra Pretty and Tune. Hey guys, hey, I love you. I want to come on and help on there. Please hit that subscribe button to get notification. Show your girls some love. Y'all already know this rock bottom on up. Help me build my channel. Help me help you. You come up here. You come up on here. You get good energy, good vibes. So just show your girl some energetic love and just please just hit the like button. It'll do a lot, and it'll truly help me grow my business. And subscribe to the channel so you can see more of me. So we can become best friends around this motherfucker. But I just came up on here this morning to talk about to the divine collective, especially to the chosen ones. Um, did me just feeling the energy of this morning, not much so of myself, just just the energy overall, just around me. I want you all to know we are still being Mercury retrograde, so that's just a reminder to you in this purging season, right? We are releasing anything that no longer serves you. You guaranteed to cut it out of your life during this time. And once we cut things out, it's like it's not beautiful. Like, because especially if we tied to people, just with codependency issues, even though it's toxic, it's draining, right? Even though those things don't mean us no good, it become discouraging, right? Because we still want to hold on to things that no longer serve us. But the universe, the ancestors, the spirit guides, they want you to grow. They want to elevate you. And you can't elevate if you're being blocked by things that no longer serve you. Right? So it's purging season. So you have to let go. You have to release. You have to trust up in the universe, like that they got you, that they really know what the fuck they doing. You know, and the universe never do anything with with malicious intent. The universe never want to hurt you or harm you. They literally want the best for you because you is their baby and they only want to see the best for you. And sometimes we be holding on to things because we got codependency issues. We just need someone up in our lives. Sometimes we just want that void feel. Sometimes we just go through life not feeling alone, don't want to be alone. So we'll just settle for things that no longer serve you, right? And I kind of had that issue. Not even an issue. It was just like I was talking to someone and because y'all know I've been celibate for 5 years, minus 2 mistakes. And so I was talking to someone, they were saying, how to get dick down, and I hope this person ain't mad if they hear this, it's just like a point of view, just a disclaimer and whatever. And it's like, it made you like, damn, I'm ready to start going out there and getting it down. But then it's like, do you settle, right? Or you might bump into like situations like because for once you have to find someone who you truly able to literally yoke with. Like don't settle. So I know I'm rare. How I do things is extremely rare, right? But I know it's a reflection of me out there, if that makes sense. So it's like, do you settle for the everyday norm? Like, do you just settle with being polygamous relationships and just be like with a nigga for their money type of energy I'm getting? Like, okay, well, because it's like a give and take because if you settle with somebody that's not bringing that to the table and they ain't got much, it's like, do you settle for a motherfucker that at least got money? You feel me? Like I'd rather get played by a nigga with money. You feel me? And I just let them hold if they gonna hold, but at least I'm getting some out of the agreement. So that is an awesome way to look at it. So I was kind of, questioning myself like, damn, because Doing a spiritual journey, it's not like well, fruitfully up in my life, I am multiplying like crazy. Um, in a love department, no, but fruitfully, I am multiplying. So then I had to take a step back. I'm like, Shanice, okay, I may ain't got that love I want, or I don't want to settle for the things that no longer serve me, right? I want to do things. I want to really do what God told me that, what I'm saying, what was going to happen for me. I want to yoke with my divine counterpart, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm not fit to settle because, you know, I could be with a man and this man can spoil me rotten, right? But if this man is attached to different vibration, emotionally, spiritually, I would never get the fulfillment I want out of that man. That man would never be able to cater to me the way I need him to. He'll probably please me, probably by buying me luxurious things, but how long can that go? So then God told me, well, Shanice, that's why I made you so fruitful in abundance. And men get mad at women that are independent, right? This is something that is a big issue right now. That men do not want to be with a woman that is independent, which is the stupidest shit ever. Either you don't want to be a woman with a woman that's independent because you want to mind fuck them, control them, manipulate them, and do shit like that. Because a man can't do that shit with a woman who got her own. A woman who got her own, we have boundaries, right? We ain't fit to settle for shit. We ain't fit to let you do shit because you have money. We ain't fit to yes man your ass because you have money. So then they say, well, now you are taking of the role of masculine energy, right? Once you start laying down boundaries, once you like, no, I'm not selling for that, now a woman is being convicted. Oh, but you can't take down masculine energy. How dare you stand boundaries? How dare you stand firm to your masculine and tell them what you're not going to do? I am a king. I am a god. You bow down to me. This is the type of energy that is fucking out here. You feel me? So it's like, do you settle? So I say I will forever stand up in my power because I would rather God to give me fruitfulness. You feel me? I would rather God to give me fruitfulness. And if I bump along the way to what God has called me to do, because imagine if I were to settle, I now block out me even going towards or encountering the one for me, my ordained spouse. I now like literally block that pathway out from getting that, right? But then if you release these things that don't no longer serve you, release these old mindset patterns, release what society tried to project upon you. Because some people think that you lonely because you're not with a mate. Or some people be like, well, you know, if they were to have a man who's doing for them like that on that status, the shit you gotta do with it. But the only how you can match that energy is being with those type of being is if you are a dog too. So it got to be a dog eat out dog world. Like let's say if I'm just with a nigga that yeah like I have to be definitely have like a nigga up on the side. No lie, no cap. If I were to get up in that type of situation where a nigga like just spoiling me, but they got numerous women's too, like I have to at least have me a side piece. And I mean I'm gonna be feeling you, but I'm gonna be just getting your money too and probably spending it with the nigga I really do give a fuck about. I'm not gonna even lie. But the only reason why that don't work for me because I can't fuck on two people at the same time. That has been my curse all my life. You feel me? That's why I just stay solvent because either I get played or something like that. So it's just better for me. I had to learn me. I'm a rare different being, and I learned that a long time ago. I'm like nothing others were. My morals, how I think, how I go about things. Most people won't even. You know what I'm saying? Most people won't even. I'm very scarce. You know what I'm saying? And I overstood that. since I was young. I've been again, you know. And like I get family members try to like tell me I was stupid, try to push me into it, but it's just like something with my spirit. I could never do it. It was like some type of hole. I thought it was a curse, to be honest. I'd be like, damn, I got a curse up on me. But now that I'm getting older and wiser, I just realized that was God protection, right? God protecting me from those things that no longer serve me. And nowadays, I can naturally get into a relationship. It might start of something like mentally or not something like that, but once it's like the ancestor will plant a seed up in someone, but that seed don't always manifest, right? So once the seed go bad, God naturally just like take me from it. You feel me? And it'd be like I never had experienced it, like it never had happened, right? But I had to train myself like these. These was disciplines I learned at such an early age, right? That's why I be like start to know thyself, right? Because if you okay with being alone, if you okay with learning self, you wouldn't tolerate things that isn't good for the soul. You know what I'm saying? So once you start learning thyself and you start loving you wouldn't expect that from others, right? You wouldn't make someone else responsibility to fill you up. Now, if you were to come towards somebody just as whole as you are already whole. You know what I'm saying? This person just enhance your uh wholeness, right? This person just enhancing, and you might just enhance this person, right? When it's two like-minded beings that come together, right? Which is rare. It's a process, but it's something you can manifest. You feel me? Because we are powerful manifestors, even the unnormal, and those are paradigm shifts, right? That's when someone do something that is not normal, when something manifests something that is not heard of, that is now a paradigm shift. You have now shift like the matrix, right? You have now shift a way of thinking. You have now shift into something of a new aspect, right? And then what you become is someone else that will soon follow behind you. And then that's go a new way of thinking, right? Those are new patterns that have now happened. A new a new pathway of doing things of the enlightenment beings, right? Because a lot of the times it's not heard of, right? So it's like this society wants you to conform to these false beliefs, to conform into these things, right? And most people conform to it because it's like either you're gonna conform to these belief systems. I mean, like being okay with some people think it is okay to be up in toxic relationships, right? That sometimes that is people normal. Sometimes some people been up in not toxic relationships all their life, that even if they were to get something healthy, they would definitely push that away, right? They would definitely like push that away, right? Because something healthy, they not used to that. They wouldn't even know how to deal with it. They wouldn't even know how to treat it, value it. So it's kind of like asking for something to with the universe that you're not even ready for. Oh, I want this and that and that and that, but you ain't put up in the spiritual work. You ain't put up in the mental discipline. You ain't even made space for it to receive it. Kind of like what Steve Harvey said about his car, right? And he was happy that he had told his mama that he was fit to go get a new car, and his mama like, did you clean? Did you make space for it yet? So he like, oh, okay, it dawned upon him. He had to go get rid of his old car, clean it up good, and then his new car automatically came, right? So a lot of you is asking for something You want this type of woman or you want this type of man, but you're not even living up to those things that you asking for. Some people are literally up in false belief, telling they they self like they can get these things, but don't have to put up in the work to have these things, right? Or some of you want these things, but haven't even released these toxic things that no longer serve you. And some of you are very discouraged in releasing these things, but these things is gonna actually have uplift you because these things ain't bringing you. It don't serve your well being, right? Especially if you've been praying to get elevated, right? So you have to release these things that no longer serve you. Okay, stop holding these things hostage, right? Start making room. Once you start decluttering, let go all ties, let go comments, cycles, right? That's a process, right? Most people don't want to do the work because they are trauma bond or trauma bind by others, right? Most people don't want to break out of those curses, right? Because that's a curse, that's a spell. Have you ever been like, damn, why the fuck am I'm drawn to this person, but this person don't mean me no good. Every time I'm around this person, all I do is fight with them. All we do is argue. All we do is beef all damn day, right? The only time y'all might like upon each other only is when you fucking, right? And even then, it don't really be hitting up on nothing, right? But that's the only time you really bond. And after that, it's like that motherfucker is back disgusting. You back snapping up on this motherfucker, right? Why is that? It's once you get out of that curse, right? Some of you are underneath spells and shit. Cause you be like, you up in your right man. It's crazy because once you heal from it, and then you able to look back without being attached to the situation or the circumstances, you can actually laugh at it. Like, damn, how the fuck I was? Why the fuck I even was dealing with that shit? It's like once you heal from it, got detached from it, clean that cutter, let go of that toxicness, you able can look back like I had to be underneath some motherfucking spell work. Cause I would never have been my right mind deal with those shit like that. But in order to break curses, you have to mentally start shifting your mindset, right? Literally just doing it. Like, don't even think about it. In order to break any curse up off of you, you have to literally detach from it. That's gonna be the first step. Is detaching from the same shit that's literally keeping you bind. Your whole spirit wants to go forward to that toxic shit, but mentally, your heart already know you got to pay like bondage from it, right? Many people can't detach. That's a superpower alone. That's the strength. When you learn to detach from things that no longer serve you, that shit is a whole superpower. Most people can't some people been dealing with the same toxic shit all their life. That mean you weak. Some people be like, but I've been with this person for such and such years and we got through it. But some of that shit, some be beautiful though. But some shit that you know that it's just drama and toxic bond, you be like, damn, you weak. You couldn't get out of that spell. So you now just conform to that is your reality. This is what it's gonna be. Learning to detach from things that no longer serve you does not make you a bad person. It make you quite smart, especially if it's a difference from being emotionalist and detaching from things that no longer serve you. Emotionless being, they just is not attached to shit. They just literally just do not have a heart. Like they do not work with feelings. Nothing ties them down. But to able to feel something, to able to want to manifest something, and once you feel like it's no longer serve you and it's toxic, but you were pouring into it, you was like pursuing it, but now you just literally become divine protective shield, and then you learn to detach from the thing that is not hurting you. You are actually, that is a superpower, right? Because it's learning to detach from things that no longer serve you. It's not just being emotionalist. A emotionalist will have, it's something like a womanizer, or something like a player energy, right? Those type of beings, they might feel here and there, but not really. You feel me? Because you can't possibly have sex. In order to have sex with people, multiple people, you have to be detached, right? Because you would never want to even hurt the one you love, right? So you have to be detached when you're working up in that energy. So I learned to see spirits and energies for what it is. Like, I just call it like what it is. Even though they may have these titles, even though it may look glamorous, even though it may be considered as is energies. And once you start learning energies, you won't take your situation personal. You won't let how that person moving project upon who you are as a person. You feel me? You would know, like, now this person really need healing work. This person have a lot of shadow work to do. This person dealing with a lot of demons, right? This person is dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare. This person need self healing that this person having deal with, the shadow work, things that no longer serve them. So you know that person action is not of you, right? That's once you able to detach and realize this have been a science and spiritual matter. Once you do that, you won't go crazy. You won't be losing your mind when something doesn't work out for you. You won't be going crazy once this situation didn't happen. Even if you might be big, like I've been up in this space for a very long time. But in the space, it's not like this space that I'm in is chaos. The space that I am bring me fully peace. Right? It's only once I start trying to attach and bring someone in, that's when it kind of get iffy, kind of get chaos, right? And when you stars in of peace, anything that's not of your vibration, it now lower your frequency. So the universe and your spirit guides will naturally cut out things that you might be loving, but if it's not good for your detrimental or your mental health, it has to leave. You cannot be attached to it, right? So once you start learning that, and if you look at these two true wise people, look at different races in their culture, but look at the elders. Look at how they move. Look at the people who talk about peace and serenity. They are most time alone. They do not attach themselves with others. They do not let others project what they feel upon them, right? And they know that they is perfectly fine. They don't look outside self for these for people to fill them up. They naturally go within and they know that they are already whole, right? And if God were to bring you your twin flame or your kingdom spouse, right? That energy will match your energy. That's when you know it's something spiritually ordained. That's when you know it's something godly, right? Because if God were not saying like you might not, you're gonna go through ups and downs, but they're gonna be minor. Like it's gonna be like shit. Like you're gonna be like that shit ain't nothing. The little shit that y'all facing, and y'all gonna have the tools in it up in the keys to even get through those tiniest hurdles. So it won't. It's not gonna even feel like nothing for us, right? When your kingdom spouse come, it's not gonna be nothing you dealt with, right? The type of energies you might be like if you like let's say if you because some people can't clear like they don't know. Sometimes they might want this to be their person, but it's like they know, but then they like really want this. So they'll tell themselves like this is it. But sometimes it's not it. Okay. Especially if they still dealing with crate. traits of a comet. If they still dealing with like doing like low vibrational shit, bringing that's not your divine partner, right? And sometimes we can be like, well, they just struggling up in that area right there, but they have all this, but up in their area, but up in that area that they struggling is, it could be the main area that would destroy your mental health, destroy you as a person, right? And sometimes you be like, okay, I can change this person. I can make this person. You can't do none of that. That's why they have to do the shadow work. When a person want to heal, they have to do the work. It don't say we do the work together. No, they. If a person wants to grow and elevate, they have to do it because that is some spiritual. That is a spiritual journey. One man's what must face upon his or her own in order to receive the knowledge and the keys of that experience. So if you doing it with them or you thinking that you can heal this person haven't experienced or gained the knowledge to even understand what they were doing was toxic and common. So guys, we got to be okay with just letting things go, release it, allow yourself to feel, cry how much you want, allow it to flow through you so you can be able to move forward from it. Okay, I thank you all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Show your girl some love. Remember, this is Rock Bottom Up. Help me grow my channel. I appreciate everything. If you just tap up on here, I appreciate it. Okay, I'm very thankful and grateful. Y'all know the vibe. Stay tired, pretty, in tune. I send you all so much peace, love, and healing, family. And remember, if God is for you, who the fuck can be against you? Nobody. I love you, family. Stay up, peace and love. And remember, God got you. And release. And remember, do not get discouraged during this purging season. Releasing is good for the soul. It's gonna help elevate you, and you're gonna learn major keys, and you can take those keys into your new relationship. What you want, what you don't want. Now you having a guide on how to move. You is creating your blueprint for your life, and you're not doing it up on nobody else's terms but yours. I love you, family. Peace and love. Take care. Mwah.